Okay, guys, we're going to start to discuss on what is malignant hyperthermia, or we call MH. The Before we do that, we're going to talk about the muscle anatomy and the function of the muscle first. So here, if you see right here, this is the bone, tendon, and right here is a muscle group. Okay, it's kind of hard to see the different divisions of this muscle group here. So here we have blood vessels, the perimysium. Okay, so within this muscle here, you're going to see individual muscle cells. Okay, we call it muscle fiber. So around a grouping of muscle fiber, you're going to see this covering called the fascicles. Now, as we go over here, this right here is actually the muscle fiber itself, which is a muscle cell. The muscle cell is surrounded by a sarcolemma, which is a cell membrane. Within the cell membrane is the sarcoplasm right here. Okay? Now, the muscle cells are multinucleated. You see the multiple nucleus within the muscle cells itself. Okay, just like that. And the other function within the muscle cells that anatomically wise, that's very important to understand, are these T tubules. They're actually just indentations of the muscle cell membrane. Okay, we'll go into that a little bit later. And the other important thing to notice is the sarcoplasmic reticulum. Okay, that surrounds each one of these muscle fibrils inside the muscle cells. Okay, so now as you can see, the muscle cells have bundles of these myofibrils. We're just getting smaller and smaller here. And inside those muscle fibrils are individual actin and myosin filaments. Okay, so these A bands, okay, if we break it down small, these A bands are these bands right here. Okay, if you look over here, it's represented right here. These A bands are the myosin band, or actually myosin. Okay, A bands are myosins all the way across. It's represented as this red right here. Okay, now the actin is actually this blue band right here. Okay, does that make sense? All right. Now, I'm going to talk to you about the process of contraction and how that takes place in a minute here. And we're going to go through and talk about that. But I want you to get that perception right here from the muscle layer. This is a grouping of muscles, how we break it all the way down to this muscle fiber, which is a muscle cell, which is represented here. Within the muscle cell are myofibrils, which are these right here, and these myofibrils are broken down here into these actin myosin filaments. That's what we see here. Okay, there's these Z lines on either side that helps anchor the actin, and the myosin is right in between it. Okay,